We don't need to watch the intro. Hey guys, it's McGicken here, back with another brand new track. Here's a good one. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is platinum, I am too. Alright. That's a good way to start the game, I think. Yeah, I'm doing a Let's Play. Why am I doing a Let's Play? There's a very good reason for that. Basically, the other day I did a Pokemon graph thing where you basically put your favorite Pokemon in for each generation and each like type, and it's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun doing that, and it made me want to play Pokemon again. And I decided on Platinum. I decided on Platinum because Pearl was my first Pokemon game. And I haven't played it since my first playthrough of that game. So I was like, you know what, let's play Platinum. Sounds good, right? The other option was Heart Gold. But I've played Heart Gold to death because it's my favorite game. And I didn't really want to play through it again. It wouldn't be interesting for me. It wouldn't be fun. I really wanted to play Platinum. But I couldn't find my Platinum like cartridge or whatever you call them. Cartridge, yeah. I couldn't find it. So I was like, what am I going to do? I guess I can emulate it. But no one wants to emulate a Pokemon game and like just do that, right? Because, you know, you can't trade, you can't do any of the cool stuff. Like trade. And trade. Because, you know, I totally have a giant Pokemon collection on one game, right? That I need to worry about. Anyways. So I decided I would do a Let's Play. Because I just fucking love to hear the sound of my own voice. And hopefully you do too. I guess. But yeah. Oh, I have been not looking at my screen. I have to touch a thing. Touched. I'm not going to be reading the dialogue in this game. I hope you guys can read. Hope you're old enough to read. So you can just follow along. Alright. Am I a boy or a girl? I am a boy. But I'm going to pick the girl. Because I always pick the girl. For a long time now. Because as a very wise man once put it, I actually don't know who it was who said this originally. But if you're going to be looking at an ass all day, and you're a heterosexual white male like myself, probably want to be looking at a girl's ass. If you don't roll that way, that's fine, but that's how I am. Alright, what am I going to name her? Claire. Because that's my favorite. One of my favorite names. So yeah, my name's Claire. Hey guys. Claire here. This boy, I believe it's your... Oh, I didn't even think about this one. I was like planning all this stuff out and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And our boy. And there you go. Okay, I didn't even... That was convenient. The name was right there. I saw it and I grasped it by the balls. So let's keep going here. Leap into the world of Pokemon. Gladly. Oh, look at I'm tiny. Alright. So, Pokemon Pearl was my first Pokemon game. And, again, it was my first... Well, I guess, okay, technically it wasn't my first Pokemon game. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon XD. But I don't count that as a Pokemon game. Oh, Jesus Christ, you scared me. Hey, boy. So yeah, but I don't really count that as an actual Pokemon game because you can't do the best part, which is catch Pokemon. Well, you can catch Pokemon. You can't catch the wild Pokemon. And you can, but like, you know what I mean. You can't go into tall grass, you can't find the Pokemon there. I don't know, it doesn't feel like a Pokemon game. Especially not after playing you know, actual Pokemon games. So anyways, first I was drawn to Pokemon Pearl specifically because I saw a Let's Play on YouTube called Marilyn's Pokemon Diamond Adventure. If you know what that is, you're cool and you're one of many, because I'm pretty sure that series was super popular in its time. It was just a guy recording his DS. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry. Oh yes, Claire, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. Alright. So, anyways, after seeing that, I was like, I'm gonna go get a DS, and I'm gonna get Pokemon Pearl, and it's gonna be fucking sick. And that's what I did. And it was sick. I had fun. But my playthrough itself, looking back on it, was an absolute mess. Like, it was a shit show. I picked Infernape, or Chimchar, I guess, and I just played with him. I just used him. But then I didn't want to fight trainers. I'm sorry. Roy was looking for you. Okay. Let's go see our boy Roy. He, oh, there he is. Yeah, he was looking for us. Fire. He's got the fire. Anyways. Fuck. Where was I? Pearl. Yeah, okay. I didn't fight trainers. Or I avoided every trainer fight possible. Because apparently, like, 10-year-old, 11-year-old me didn't want to play the video game. So he avoided playing the game as much as possible by skipping every trainer he could. I'm missing a lot of stuff, aren't I? Yeah. Roy was like, I was just there. Oh man, that is one slow fast forward. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Is he upstairs here? Yeah, there he is. I better take my fire too. So anyways, my team at the end of that game was like Infernape with like 3 different HMs, I think. Maybe even 4, to be honest, because I didn't know you couldn't delete them. Infernape. And then it was like Palkia, Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit. And then like Staravia, not even Staraptor. Just Staravia. Because that's a good idea. Right? But, you know, it was, you know, my first Pokemon playthrough. Everyone just uses their starter. But I took it to another level of incompetence. Okay, here goes. On your marks. Hold it. So that was why. Anyway, so I was thinking back, and I've been thinking this for a long time. That was a terrible playthrough. And I didn't really get to enjoy this game, I don't think. I barely remember it. So this should be fun. There's a lot of Pokemon in this game I like. Sinnoh's 4th gen is my favorite gen. I can get into that a bit later, but maybe in another episode. But it's mostly just because it was my first generation. Heart Gold's my favorite game. And a lot of people give this game a bad rap. And I don't think it's that bad. And I'm gonna show that I'm gonna try to have fun with it. Because I don't see what's wrong with it, just thinking about it. I don't remember having problems with it. Okay. So yeah. That'll be cut out. Because my dad came and talked to me because he wasn't home. That's great. So that's what happened with Pearl, and that's why I'm doing this Let's Play. So after that super long, drawn out, fragmented explanation, let's get into the game. We're about to get our first Pokemon, or I assume we will, after like 3 years. Yeah, there it is. Come on. You're giving them away? I mean, like, how did you get a Pokemon, dude? Probably the same way, right? The start in this game is pretty average, I guess. There are some games where, I don't know, I feel like the start just takes too long. This is not one of them, thank God. Then again, you get your Pokemon soon, but then there's a bunch of, like, on-rails stuff after, which is very annoying. Nope. So, which one are we going to pick? The turtle. And there's a good reason for this. Alright. So... Alright. I gotta name it, right? Or do I not do that right now? You gonna let me name my Pokemon? Yes. Oh shit, okay. I guess I don't get to name it yet. That's fine. But I'm picking Turtwig because when I was a kid, this was, I believe, after I started playing Pearl, but there was some people I used to visit a lot. They were much older than me, but they were gamers too. Hey, thanks for whatever just did that. I need to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Alright, good. So, at this house, they were playing Pokemon. What the heck is going on here? Probably my controller being dumb. That's fine. Bear with it. So, they played, or one of them was playing Pokemon. He was playing Diamond or Pearl. I don't know which one, but I was like, hey, can I take a look at your game? And he was like, sure. So I did. And he had Turtwig, and this was completely foreign to me. Like, why did you pick Turtwig? I said, accusingly, like he had committed some sort of crime by not picking Chimchar. And he said, everyone always picks the monkey. I didn't want to pick the monkey. I picked the turtle. No one picks the turtle. And at the time, I just thought he was the stupidest person I'd ever met at that moment. I was like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you playing Pokemon? You didn't pick the fire type. The best type. And now I think back on that moment and realize that I have become what he was then, which is just, like, I don't like picking the fire type in the game. Even if the fire type's really cool, I always kind of feel bad picking. Like, I picked Emboar, but I was like, man, Serperior's pretty cool. But I went with what was it? The pig fire thing. But yeah, I become what I was so just flabbergasted by. Like, my taste in Pokemon is pretty, I wouldn't say contrarian, but I don't want to sound like an elitist here, but I kind of am. But like, I like the Pokemon for legitimate reasons, but I usually tend to favor ones that are less popular, and it's just how I am. But it's kind of funny. So anyways, I'm gonna pick Turtwig here, and I'm gonna love it. Piplup was considered. Sorry, do I have running shoes now? Cool. Piplup, I considered Piplup, but I don't know. I really like Torterra, and I have a water type in mind in this game, anyways. So yeah, I'm just gonna use Turtwig, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it forever. There might be a grass type I want to use more. I debated picking up a Badoo at the beginning, because Badoo you find it pretty early, but oh, like, I think this is where you see the thing. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. You have to do a bunch of stuff before you actually get to the game. When you get to play the game. That's fine. I kind of like the way it's set up in this game. There's a lot of cool, like, space-time stuff, which I've become a big fan of. Just, like, edgy stuff like that. So that's cool. Oh, we're catching the legendary Pokemon, huh? That was Azelf, I think. I'm probably completely wrong. But I'm gonna call it that's Azelf. What? We don't have anything on us, you know. Poke, accent, balls. I like that. Alright. So we gotta go find Rowan, right? Sounds good. You know what I think is stupid? I saw this bumper sticker today while driving. And it said, I don't believe in miracles. I depend on them. Now, I don't know if you are reading what you have on your car or not. What do you want? Oh, Pokemon. First Pokemon, what is it going to be? It's going to be a shiny... No. I was like fantasizing about that today. Like, hey, I'm going to do this Let's Play and I'm going to find a shiny. It's going to be sick. I'll kill it for the first little bit, but... just until level 7, I think. So, sorry, I'm just so happy to be playing Pokemon. But like, okay, so that bumper sticker, I don't believe in miracles, I depend on them. Doesn't that, like, you just said you don't believe in them, but you clearly do because you depend on them. So, cricket top. This thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's shit like that. There's a ton of those lines too, like, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but you know they exist. Like you're thinking in your head right now, like, oh yeah, those things. And I think they're stupid. I mean, come on, you clearly believe in them, but you're just gonna tell everybody that you don't? What's wrong with you? Like you're gonna tell everybody, oh yeah, I don't, but then I do. Yeah. Thought, hey Roy. Stuff happened. Do I get to play the game yet? No. So that's all the scripted stuff I had to talk about. So I guess we're just gonna ramble on now. I was driving. I work as a pizza guy for Domino's. I work full time, and I'm planning on making this thing. Oh, okay. Gotta interrupt myself. I was just getting on a tangent. So we're gonna name this a very original nickname. Call him Grover. Which I personally think, like, you might be thinking, oh, why would you name a Turtwig Grover and not like a Trico? Because, you know, Grovile McGicken. Well, you see, person. Anyways, this is terrible. This is horrendous, and I love it. But Turtwig, I feel like that, like the Trico evolution chain, fits more with the what's the Turtwig evolution chain. Like you got Trico, Grovile, and Sceptile. Like Grovile, the dude's got like a forest on his back, right? Doesn't it make sense? I don't actually know what a sept is, like what word that's coming from, because I am improficient in the English language. But it probably makes sense. Right, we got the Pokedex. Who would have thunk? But yeah, I deliver pizzas. It's not really hard work. It's fun sometimes. It's also not fun sometimes. You just get to drive around, deliver people pizzas. That's the thing. People always think like, oh man, delivering pizzas. You just drive around and give people pizza. It's awesome. You got to deal with some of the worst shit, okay? Everyone who works as a pizza driver, first of all, almost everybody is a complete asshole. Complete asshat who just thinks they're the fucking best and they can just do whatever they want to make more money than you. And you know, they can. There's not much you can do to stop them. So if you're going to go into the pizza delivery business, be prepared to take shit or be the one like giving people shit, because it's a little ridiculous sometimes. And I'll probably have some stories, but that's what happened. Or that's what happens when you're delivering pizzas. Actually, here, I have a story. So today at work, there's a guy, let's call him K. He is a driver. He's only worked there a couple weeks longer than I have, but I work many more hours than he does. He only works a few shifts a week. So I get back from a delivery, and he just tells me, hey, can you take this delivery? And I look at the order on the screen, because that's how you take orders, is you look at the screen and whatever's order, like it has an order of drivers and an order of pizzas, and they correspond, so you have to take the next one if you're the next driver up. He's the next driver up, and the next order is to basically the edge of our delivery range, which sucks. Like, I'm not gonna say like, hey, oh, just that no problem, but it sucks because we have a really big delivery range. It'll probably take you about half an hour to go to where this house is. Fine. Am I going up here? I think I am. Yes. Oh. Oh, I gotta tell my family because phones don't exist. What's that? The Pokegear? Nope. No idea what you're talking about. We don't have those. So, yeah, he asked me to take it for him. And because I'm a little beta bitch, I just say sure. Because you really, like, I could have been politely like, no, you can take it, it's yours. But I didn't. I said sure. I don't like him. He has a habit of doing things like this. But I was feeling okay. I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do it. But I was so upset about it. Because you can't just do that. Like, if you get a bad delivery, you gotta suck it up and do it. It's how it works. It's how the job is. Which, so, you know, you might say, well, it's your fault for saying yes. And it is. But I thought that, you know, I don't know. I just didn't want to confront him about it, because, not that I'm scared of him or anything like that, just, I don't want to look bad, you know? You know, you confront someone on something, you make a big deal out of it, sometimes you'll end up looking like the bad person in the situation, and I didn't want to do that. Next time something like this happens, though, I'm sure as hell not giving it to him, or taking it for him. But, you know, it was his responsibility, and he pushed it off onto me, so it's just, I don't know. Like, that's not really him being an asshole, it's just him not doing his job, basically. Which you get a lot of, too, to be honest. You get a lot of lazy people, and he's probably the worst. So, yeah, that happened. And then, apparently, so this is the kicker here. He didn't, like, just ask me about it, right? He got back, and the first thing he did... Okay, so the reason he was making such a big deal out of it was because he had just been out into that area on the delivery before that. Which doesn't change anything. You still have to take your first delivery. Or the next delivery. Oh my god. Extreme music for catching Pokemon for like 2 seconds. Beautiful. Nice. So, apparently he asked our boss before he even asked me, before I got back from my delivery, if he could not take it. And the boss was like, no. I cannot believe that he went, like, turned around on her and asked me to do it after she told him no. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and I'm still kind of in disbelief that you would ask a boss to do something, they tell you no. That's like when you're a kid. This is equivalent. You're a kid, right? And you ask your dad, hey dad, can I watch TV? Right? You're a little kid, and you ask your dad, can I watch TV? And your dad tells you, no, son. So then you go and ask your mom. And your mom's like, no. Or no, and your mom's like, oh, if your dad says so. Or your dad says, yeah, no, your dad says, oh, go ask your mom. Or sorry, okay, so you ask your dad, right, if you can watch TV. He says, go ask your mom. Okay, no, this is... Okay, I need to clarify this a bit in my head. It sounded really good in my head, but it's sounding not so good now. But basically, you ask your dad, like, hey, dad, can I watch TV? No. And so you go ask your mom. And your mom says, sure. But then she finds out, right, that you're a little shit, and you asked your dad already. And so you just went and pulled a dirty one over on your parents, and I did that when I was a kid, right? And my parents got pissed because, you know, that's a shitty thing to do. You ask someone, you can't go ask someone else. And if they say yes, you do it, you're just going to make your parents fight. And I guess that's not his intention here, and it's not really what happened with me and my boss, but... Anyways, I gotta catch this for HMs. Oh, it's a female Bidoof. Alright. We got a good name for this. Yeah. So, I don't know, he's just an asshole. He's a spoiled rich kid who just... He just acts like, I don't know, he's spoiled, basically. He just never, I don't know. Anyways, I could be a lot more articulate about this, but I've talked on long enough about him. So because it's a girl, you gotta go with the most elegant of names. Bidoofette. Alright. Perfect. Oh, trainer. Okay, cool. First trainer. Music in this game is music. It's standard Pokemon music, really. There's a couple songs I like, but they're like the legendary songs. Like, the thing is, you can like the encounter songs from Pokemon, but you end up hearing them so much that it just, it gets grating. Am I gonna be okay here? Maybe. Do I have a potion? I don't think I do. Oh my god. Rip. This is going great. Alright, 1 HP Bidoofette. Holy shit, this is terrible. Wow. I just got annihilated. Awesome. Alright. Oh my god, I had to go home? That's unreal. Alright. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, alright. So I'm going to be fast forwarding first through stuff in this game. Mostly battles, probably. If you don't like that, go watch some of the other 2,000 Let's Players who play Pokemon and don't. Watch Charter Conroy or something and enjoy his completely legitimate, enthusiastic personality. Why am I healing? If you want, you can go do that. You can go watch someone else. But if you have an emulator and it can fast forward stuff, why would you not use it for boring shit? Especially in a game like Pokemon. Okay, you bitch. I'm back with a brand new track. Here's a good one. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ryugu Waga Wateki Wokurao. That's an Overwatch reference. You guys might have heard of Overwatch. It's a new up-and-coming indie title by Blizzard. In all seriousness, Overwatch is fun. I could talk about that for a bit. Sure, why not? What else is there to talk about? I enjoy playing the game. Do I think it's perfect? No. Do I think it's good? Yeah. Yeah, it's a great game. But it has some things that are lacking for my tastes, I guess. Namely, like, advanced mechanics and, stuff that makes it a good competitive game aren't there. Like, they're pouring money into competitive, which is fine. Because, it'll have a scene for a while, but it'll wither away and die because the game doesn't have fundamentals for to be a competitive FPS. And I could talk about that, but, you guys want to hear me talk about air strafing? It's fun stuff. But as someone who's come from just know as someone who's come from TF2, Overwatch is lacking in a lot of things that made that game great competitively for me. So that's my thing with Overwatch. Oh, that was a lot of experience. Good job, Grover. Alright, so we'll get to the next town. Actually, no. We're going to call it here. I guess I don't want this episode to go on too long. I want the first episode to be within a reasonable length, just so that people who might want to watch it at the beginning can get a good taste of it before they decide if they want to watch more. This is what you can expect. Shitty commentary. I'll get better at it as I go. It's been a while since I've done a Let's Play, but yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next time. We'll get to the town, and I think there's some city shenanigans to do that aren't fun. Hurrah!